October 14th, 1876, Wolfe Point Light Station, head keeper Josiah Mercer watches assistant keeper Elias Baird step into black surf spray, then vanish. At 2:03 a.m., Mercer hears heavy boots climbing the cast iron spiral, 1 step per second, yet the lantern room stays empty. Mercer stands centered on the landing, full body visible, lantern held chest high, listening as the oil room hatch below clanks once, like a lid being tested. His logbook records the sound stopping at a locked latch. Elias never returns. If nobody came back inside, who kept climbing? Josiah Mercer writes Elias gone at 11:10 p.m., rain dripping onto the page, ink feathering into a dark bruise. At 2:03 a.m., Mercer climbs the spiral stairs, centered waist up, lantern steady, hearing footsteps above, matching his pace exactly. The lantern room door sits shut, bolt engaged, brass handle crusted with salt, glass panes vibrating, no shadow moving inside. Mercer kneels by the oil hatch, full silhouette visible, hearing metal scrape below, breath turning white at 44 Pour de Gaulle in October. Dawn searchers find Elias Baird's slicker hook empty, rope neatly coiled, no drag marks, surf-pounding Wolf Shoals. Inside the keeper's house, the mantel clock stops at 2:47, hands crusted with salt, despite Mercer winding it twice. Georgetown papers print Lost at Sea for Elias. Fishermen at the dock repeat one nickname, the keeper who stayed. July 1892, Inspector Charles Alton unlocks the tower, standing centered full body, hearing a low hum, watch room empty. On the lantern landing, Alton smells whale oil rising, hatch sealed, then hears a sea shanty cadence, one voice, male. Frederick Dumas grips the rail, claims a shove, tumbles 6 steps, knee splitting on iron tread, blood spotting paint. Inspector Helen Griffin enters the fog signal building, centered waist up, hearing a man humming, echo multiplying, brackets bare. Griffin files unusual acoustics, noting the melody matches no Sheepscot Bay crew songs, catalogued in Augusta archives. Dumas signs an injury form, pushed on stairs, bruises shaped like fingertips, 4 marks, staining his upper arm. Station review papers stall in Augusta, Wolfe Point stays staffed, lens polished nightly, rumour notes tucked beside receipts. November 1911, keeper Thomas Bell locks every door, checks each latch twice, then wakes to hinges creaking. Bell steps into the hall, full body centred, doors stand wide open, sea water puddles on boards, wallpaper hangs in wet sheets. Weather Bureau logs show calm skies, barometer steady at 3012, no swell warnings, yet Bell's boots squelch. Bell's diary notes salt taste in air. One wet footprint appears leading upstairs, stopping at the tower door threshold. January 1912, Bell quits, hands keys to a replacement, refuses to sleep inside again, leaves bedding untouched. May 1934, technician Roy Matsuda sets radio coils in the tower, headphones on, recorder running, centered waist up. At 1:12 a.m, Morse bursts hit his tape, signal strength rising from the lantern room, equipment unplugged, meter reads 0. Matsuda translates 3 words, I never left, dots and dashes clean, no static, recorded across 19 seconds. Coast Guard inspectors find no transmitter, no spliced wiring, only salt corrosion, brass polish rags, whale oil stains. October 1946, fisherman Caleb Durand sees a man in oilskins atop the lit lantern, full figure visible through rain. Durand files a report at the dock office, automation active since 1944, station unstaffed, yet the beam tracks perfectly. Investigators find padlocks intact, no pry marks, no footprints, only wind-carved sand piled against the tower base. March 1958, photographer Lynn Cow sets a tripod at 11:46 p.m, camera-centered, lens aimed at lantern window. Cow's long exposure reveals a silhouette behind glass, shoulders squared, head turned seaward, no blur, no double image. A regional magazine prints the photo, captioned "Who Climbed the Tower?", readers' mail letters naming Elias Baird. Across 70 years, the tower keeps doing the same impossible thing, it answers. Mercer hears boots after Elias vanishes. Matsuda records "I Never Left" from an unplugged room. Lin Chow photographs a man-shaped silhouette behind locked glass. Stories like this are why this channel exists, to document the places that refuse to be forgotten. Next, the last stationed keeper, Milton Griggs, writes down temperatures, knock patterns, even the exact words spoken to him. Then the station gets sealed, and the sounds keep coming. If nobody can enter, what keeps reaching that hatch? Milton Griggs arrives in 1951, unpacks ledgers in the keeper's house, stands scented waist up, jokes about ghosts over coffee. August 1966, Griggs logs cold spot lantern level, thermometer drops from 68 to 44 in 7 seconds, needle trembling. Griggs climbs toward the lantern, full body centered, hears knocking below, 3 beats, pause, 3 beats, repeating precisely. He opens the oil room hatch. Soot streaks the brickwork, fresh black smears, whale oil odour sharp enough to sting. From above, a male voice says, "Milton, close, calm," despite his radio switched off, handset hanging silent. In the lantern room, the Fresnel lens sweats condensation. Metal frame reads 33 degrees, cold enough to burn skin on touch. Griggs writes Coast Guard command, attaches dates, temperatures, a knock sketch, pencil lines shaking, signature smeared by sweat. 1968 automation plans finalise. Griggs packs early retirement forms, hands trembling, sleeps in a chair facing the tower door. October 1971, decommission crew seals the oil room. Dennis Walsh hears pounding inside the brick chamber, latch vibrating under his palm. Crewman Arturo Neves smells burning whale oil, thick enough to sting eyes, drifting through fresh caulk seams, no source visible. Padlocks get checked, footsteps circle overhead, then stop directly above the sealed hatch, one heavy step, then silence. June 1984, teenagers enter the keeper's quarters. Megan Crowley hears a man shout, "Get off my station!" from upstairs. A door slams hard enough to shake plaster dust. Todd Benson scans each room, full body centered. Leo Singh stands pale. Police write an unofficial trespass note. Island access tightens, chain links welded at the dock gate. Warning placard added. April 1993, historian Rebecca Cho climbs the tower alone, centered waist up, cassette recorder held chest high, flashlight beams steady. Near the oil hatch, Cho gets disoriented, hears waves crashing loudly, calm seas outside, shoreline silent, stomach dropping. Her cassette captures a low hum, a whispered inhale, then Cho asks, "Who's up here?" Voice tight, breath audible. Cho's field notes describe whale oil smell through sealed brick. Dizziness hits, she retreats outside, sits on steps, shaking. Her article cites October spikes tied to Elias Baird's 1876 storm, includes Mercer's quote, "Footsteps stopped at the hatch." October 2001, Mark Lang's team places thermal sensors on stair treads every 10 feet, numbers labelled, camera rolling. At 2:17 a.m, lantern room drops to 39 degrees Celsius. Katrina Holloway's breath fogs the lens. Battery reads 100%, then 12%. Jules Rivera hears knocking inside the keeper's house wall, 3 beats repeating, matches Griggs's 1966 sketch, exact spacing. In the fog signal building, EVP captures a male voice saying, "Still lighting the way," at 11:58 p.m, mic untouched. Lang replays audio beside the sealed oil room, footsteps climb overhead, then the hatch latch rattles violently, metal ringing. July 2010, drone footage shows a full-body figure in the lantern room, centered in frame, tower sealed, logs show none. Video analysts authenticate the clip, frame by frame. Silhouette moves opposite wind direction, inside glass, no reflection, doubling present. October 2018, school trip ends fast. Dana McAllister hears crying inside the padlocked fog building, sound circles her. March 2023, Shiloh and Nkrumah shoots long exposures. Metadata stamps 9:58 p.m, 10:02 p.m, 10:06 p.m, perfectly spaced. We're not dealing with one witness, we're dealing with a repeating mechanism. Mercer's 1876 log pins the first climb. Matsuda's 1934 tape captures "I Never Left" without power. Griggs records 68 to 44 drops in 7 seconds. Lang's 2001 gear hears the hatch rattle from a sealed room. Then the modern proof arrives, drone footage in 2010, and Shiloh and Nkrumah's 2023 frames, time-stamped to the minute. Same staircase, same destination. Scene 1 began with boots after a disappearance. The last image shows a full-body figure ascending again. Who reaches the latch every time without opening it?